Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dee and this is my adult coloring channel. I so the video today I've been practicing with my Ohuhu markers. Now, I'm not, the greatest at blending and coloring with my alcohol markers, but I have been practicing and I have been asked by a few people to show how I blend my markers and how I make it work. So that is what I'm going to do today. I usually do marker work in easier coloring books like Double Trouble, some of Camelia's books, Alexander Franzise's stuff, work like that. I'll do alcohol marker in those because it's, to me, sometimes just coloring with alcohol markers and even shading and blending with the alcohol markers helps with, whatever, like the therapy and stuff like that. And it's a completed page and you feel accomplished when you're done. So with that being said, again, I am not saying I am a master at this because I have a heck of a lot to learn with alcohol markers. Like I said, I'm just going to show how I work with my markers. So I have chosen a page that I do want to do with you guys, and it's out of Double Trouble by Coco Wyo, and it is going to be this page right here, the umbrella page. If you're watching and coloring, just listen away. If you're in bed just listening or watching, that's okay too. Put your feet up, grab a drink, and we will get started. Let me just get this page out. Okay, so I've got my page out, and I am using Ohuhu markers. Any Ohuhu markers will work. And I've got my blotter pages underneath, so that way, pardon me. Okay, so when I choose my page, of course, you have to choose the kind of colors you want. Usually I don't do swatching, but I have with my alcohol markers. So I've got these two sets at the moment, my pastels and my new Ohuhu color set from Ohuhu. And the colors I'm planning on doing the umbrella, I'm going to go with the mallow, and I'm going to go with the vine purple, and I'm going to blend those on the umbrella. So that's what we are going to start with on this umbrella. Because it's more Valentine's-ish, that's why I'm going with kind of purples, pinks kind of colors. I hope you guys are all doing well out there. I hope you're having a good week, and I hope you are achieving what you want to achieve in your coloring journey, and every day is a learning experience. And let me tell you, I've been coloring for 13 years and I'm still learning day by day, honestly. So I still have a lot to learn, and I guess we're learning together, aren't we? So what I usually do is I'll put the lighter shade up top. But what I like, this is the chisel tip and the mallow. I do have the brush tip in the mallow. Hang on, let me see if I can get that instead. Okay. Whoops, wrong one. Okay. It's the same thing, it's just a different shape marker, but it's the same exact color. So this is the mallow. So when I do my alcohol marker blending, unfortunately, sometimes they're juicier, and sometimes the paper is really thirsty for color, so it literally bleeds over. That's why I use paint pens to outline and finish and cover up all those boo-boos on my pages. So let me just kind of do this right now. Okay. So I'll bring it down about, I guess, halfway through each kind of section on the umbrella. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. To be honest, you don't have to be, it doesn't have to be, what do you call it? Even. I mean, some people are perfectionists, which is okay too, but not everything has to be even or perfect or anything like that. So while this is still really wet, I take my next marker, and it's okay if you go over these colors, over these hearts or whatever the case, because I'll probably go over those with my paint pens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just work my way across, and I mean, this is how I do it. Other people do it differently. This is just the way I do it. Anyways, and again, I am far from being perfect with markers. And what I do is I will go over that where the layers meet. I'll go over it with the mallow again, and I will keep layering the marker until I find the blend is the way I like it. So yeah, so we'll take the mallow again, and we will redo it over top. It's been an interesting month so far for me. I mean, I've got a lot of things going on. My oldest daughter is supposed to be moving back home. And, just lots of fun stuff. Lots of coloring going on. I've been really enjoying my coloring time. I've done a few videos already this month. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things on my channel. Oops. And I want to try and, trying to help those who want to learn, because we're always learning. I always tell my girls, you learn something new every day. I mean, I'm 41 and I'm still learning something new every day. I grew up in the 80s, so definitely learning something new every day. But even if I, I feel for the people who were born in like 1920s, 1930s, because this world is a whole new ball game for them, isn't it? So again, we got the mallow. And like I said, it could take layers. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, until you get the blend that you like. I mean, sometimes I overdo it, but once it dries, then the blend should be kind of like a, So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing underneath here. I just got to figure out how far down I'm going to go with this. Just do like a little bit of an outline here on this. We'll go around this heart because these hearts I want to color with marker. So. And you don't need just Ohuhus. I just find Ohuhus are the easiest to work with, like to blend. But any marker will work. As long as it's an alcohol marker, it will work, you know, for blending and stuff. Or to get, you know, the look that you want. Just make sure it's, you know, when you're blending, make sure that the two markers are wet, because the blend is easier when they're wet, to be honest. So. And I do hope this does help a few people, the ones that are curious about it. And again, it's, you know, sometimes just doing a marker page is satisfaction enough. You don't need to be, you know, perfect in everything we do. So. And I enjoy, you know, learning different color combos and stuff with the markers as well. Like, it's just, it's cool to see the different blends you can get with markers. And I will test, you know, different, I just use, like, I use only one set when blending alcohol markers. Like, I'll use, or one brand, I should say, not so much one, what do you call it? I use one brand. So if I'm coloring with Ohuhus, then I will blend only Ohuhus in with it. So. And it's okay if you go over, I mean, if you have gel pens or anything like that, you can cover all this little bits. That's why, to me, it doesn't really, I mean, some people might like to do, you know, use the alcohol marker for that, but I'll go over it, like I said, with my paint pens and gel pens. And we're just going to go one more time here, just on this edge here. I want to. Hopefully that'll blend together nicely. My mom used to say, before you get, you know, like even with cleaning, you have to make a disaster before you get a good result. So that is the umbrella. It's still wet, so it will dry. And let's see what colors we can use here. Let's see, what colors can we use there? Don't know if we want to go purple. Do we want to go purples? Or do we want to go blues? We can actually go with Sakura Pink. I think we can go. This one right here. To make that pop, and then we'll have a little bit of shading too from the Sakura Pink. Oh, there you are. So yeah, even if you go over, you know, like an object on the page, or like the marker bleeds, you can use that. You can use it as shadowing, you can use it, I say use it to your advantage. That's the way I think. Yeah, we'll go with this one here. And that heart there, we will do a different color. And even if you have just like one color, you can shade or even outline, and it'll still give you a nice kind of blend. So let me see, I'm gonna go with Signal Violet. So I'm gonna take the fine tip end and just outline while it's still wet. And you can take your pink again and go over it, and it'll blend out. And this is the way I do things. I mean, it's not perfect, but it works for me. And you don't have to color like I do. This is just to show you how I do it, and color the way you feel comfortable. Color what you think works for you. I found the technique that I like, but you can vamp up the technique that I use in your own way to make it work for you. And I do have other alcohol marker sets, but like I said, I prefer the Ohuhus. To me, they work the best. So for this heart, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Do we go bright pink? Maybe we'll go bright pink. And then we'll go with a bright pink and see how that works out. So this is the bright pink. And I may not even need to shade or shadow this because of the overlap from when I was shading the umbrella. Now, I will outline with a paint pen as well. These here. Just want to see. Just trying to see. Just going over this a bit to try and get this to blend a little better. Sometimes it doesn't blend the way you want it to. And it does get frustrating, trust me. But can't always be perfect. Anyways. So that is the start and how I blend my markers. We'll try the envelopes here just to show you another way I do some blending. So I think it's this one here. Is it Naples yellow I want to use? So I'm going to use grayish yellow for the envelopes. And then I'm going to use, do I do the green for it? Maybe I'll do blue for the envelope. Sorry guys. Actually I will go with cool gray 2, and then I will go with the blue gray for the corners. So I need cool gray 2, wherever you are. There you are. And then I need the, where is it? Blue gray for the corners, just to show you something else. There it is. So. So I am using the cool gray 2, I believe it is. Yep. Okay. For the envelopes here. Apologize if I go quiet. It's trying to focus, if that makes sense. In the end, whoops, what I do is I go, let's use the fine tip. And I will color in the corners and go down the line here. Just to give it a little bit of shading. And then same thing with that second envelope there. And The cool gray will lighten up. Nope. I gotta get the other cool gray. It's alright, I guess. Yeah, I'll have to get the lighter cool gray. Let me just find it, guys. There it is. I have to go over it with that one there. The gray I used is a little darker than I had anticipated. So, that's okay. Mistakes happen. And you work with those mistakes. And I apologize if I sound a little off. My voice is like, I don't know. Just feels like I'm losing my voice here. But yeah, so color for you, color the way you feel comfortable. This is just to, whoops. This is just to show how I get my pages to work. And I use simpler pages. I will use alcohol marker to base a lot of my pictures because it's easier on the hands when I use alcohol markers to base. Because I like using alcohol marker base and then going over with my colored pencils. For the longest time, I didn't even know you could do that. So once I learned, I never went back, let me tell you. It's it's a huge game changer, let's just put it that way. Huge. It's a big help on the hands for sure. I used to color with straight pencils on a lot of my pictures, and it took me a while when I just used straight pencils because it just, with the shading and outlining and, you know, layering and stuff, it just, yeah. And let's see, what kind of heart are we going to do? What color are we doing? Let's go with this one. Gonna go with a purple. And once that dries, we should be, as you can see, these markers are brand new. They're very juicy. Very juicy. Very, very. Just thinking about this here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that purple. But yeah, I hope this has helped you in your marker coloring journey. Yeah, I mean, this is, you saw how I did it, and I mean, like I said, you can do it your way. What makes you happy, what makes you comfortable, make it work for you. And yeah, so I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a thumbs up if you did. And until next time, remember to stay safe, be kind, Keep smiling. Remember, no matter what you're going through, you are not alone. And big hugs, colorful dreamers. Have fun. Bye.